Welcome back to the Badass is the New Black podcast. I'm your host, Chrissy Chin. Here on the podcast, I help women develop and grow their personal brand on Instagram. As network marketers or coaches, you must stand out in the saturated world, and I'm here to help you discover the edge that you need to stand out and attract more clients, help you sell more, and scale your business so you can live the life you dream of, which is working less and enjoying more. Today is part 2 of our Niche Down series, and I'm going to give you some tips on niching down that can help you discover where you should stop in your niche journey. I helped you create your niche journey in the last episode, and today I'm going to help you get clear on who exactly you want to be speaking to. So if you didn't listen to that episode, stop this one, go back and listen to that one. So here is the deal. You can always niche down more or niche down less based on what you experience. Look at your niche journey and then pick one that you feel really comfortable selecting. Incorporate that audience into your bio on Instagram. If you need help creating a badass bio, listen to season 1, episode 16. If you are posting consistently on your feed, posting every day on your stories, yes, I said every day, and engaging like crazy with your audience and other people's audiences, and you are not attracting your ideal client, then maybe your messaging isn't very clear or isn't clear enough, or maybe you need to niche down even further. So if you have niched down so much that you're having a hard time finding your ideal client and where they're living on social media, then maybe you want to back it up a little bit. Here's the beauty about niching down. I say go super niche because you can always back it up and broaden your audience. It's also kind of inevitable that once you master your niche, you will start to broaden just organically and by circumstance or happenstance, or I don't know what the word is. So let me share like a little bit of my journey, and maybe this will just be a little bit clearer for you on what I'm talking about. So I started training young living network marketers. So people building their network marketing business in a very specific network marketing company. Super niche, right? So then I started the Chrissy Chin brand, and I really opened up my space to educate female entrepreneurs how to build business online. Super broad, right? What was I thinking? Like, hello, listen to yourself speak, Chrissy. I'll tell you that I'm about to open up a little bit. I'm about to get a little bit honest. Don't send me the hate mail. This is my journey. These are my personal thoughts, my internal struggles, and I'm sharing them with you so that you can learn, okay? I'm going to be a little bit honest that I had this limiting belief that I had more credibility and could help female entrepreneurs outside of network marketing more than I could help female entrepreneurs inside network marketing. And that was a limiting belief that I had come up for myself with because I was more successful based on my standards in my personally owned business than I reached in network marketing. Okay, so I set up this whole limiting belief that I couldn't serve these people in the way that I wanted to serve because I wasn't as successful as my other business. Okay, guys, that was crap, right? Lies, lies. Had I put the time and energy, and resources into my network marketing business, like I did Grow Workspace, that business that I started, over the last 2 years, I 100% would be, one of the top ranks. But my purpose changed to serving as many people, as many women growing their business as possible. And so my priorities shifted, and there's no crime in that. Right? We're allowed to do that. This is our life. We get to do what we want. And instead, I grew another business to over $1 million. So long story short, I didn't niche down enough when I started the Chrissy Chin brand, right? Because of my limiting beliefs. So it took a little bit of time to work through that. I was attracting, some people here and there, but I needed to get much clearer on who I was speaking to so that I could get really clear on my message. And I was like trying to just kind of talk to basically everyone. And first, I actually wasn't just speaking to women. I was like, well, I want to appeal to men and women because there's everybody out there. And I was like, Chrissy, listen to yourself. Listen to what you teach and preach. If you speak to everyone, you speak to no one. Get it together, girlfriend. So I whipped my butt into gear. I completely embraced my network marketing community, which are amazing. I got over my own limiting beliefs and I started really talking to them more directly. I started sharing more of my story and my journey. And those who have been following me for a while have maybe seen this progression. And then people started seeking me out that were in network marketing, but then also building another business or kind of have the side brand that were providing another service that they wanted to promote. And so they were reaching out to me asking, and they still are, it's amazing, asking how they can brand together these two things and build them simultaneously. So I have, like a yogi that reached out that wants to build her yoga brand online while she's still incorporating her products through network marketing, or someone that started in network marketing that really wants to pursue being a life coach and wanting to integrate the two together. Okay, why are they coming to me? Because that is my journey. I started in network marketing and then I launched my own business. I know and understand both types of businesses. And I also understand how to brand both and can help someone brand both together. So this is kind of like a super niche, you guys, which is really, really cool. And it just sort of evolved based on my story. But by starting with one niche, way too broad, kind of playing with things and seeing how things go, sharing my story and seeing who was resonating, who was surfacing when they were listening, it really helped me kind of hone in on, okay, wait a minute. And then also getting over my limiting beliefs, like, all right, let's niche down to network marketers. Okay, wait, now these other people are surfacing. Okay, maybe this is the niche that I should focus on, helping network marketers who are also pursuing growing another brand to promote another service, tying them together. People are seeing my journey from A to Z every step of the way, and they're almost developing a niche for me, right? My expertise. So I just want to encourage you also that if you're feeling a little bit lost and you're like, I just don't know which one to pick, go with your gut. Start with something that feels comfortable. Start playing around with it. Start speaking to those people, but being really open to like who and share your story so that those people can surface and you can come up with your niche even more. Remember that when I told you that even when you niche down, you'll attract people outside of your niche? Do you remember that? Remember? I have a variety of followers. Maybe I told you in the last episode. Maybe I didn't mention it this episode. I'm going to mention it now. I've told you before a million times, if your first time listening, then you're hearing it now, that even when you niche down, you attract people outside of your niche. Imagine a bullseye with that. I don't really know what it's called. The bullseye is in the middle. It's a target, like a dartboard, essentially. So you have your bullseye in the middle, and then you have these rings on the outer edge. You are shooting, you are aiming for that bullseye. And sometimes you're a little bit outside. Sometimes the darts hit outside because what you're saying, like you're aiming for that middle person, but what you're saying is reaching other people. And so you will bring in people outside of your niche, even when you're speaking to your niche. Okay, I just want to make that very clear, and I'm going to give you some proof by my experience. Let's take a tiny little break from this badass podcast to talk about Kajabi, or as my husband calls it, Punjabi. Babe, it starts with a K. Kajabi. This is the platform that literally makes all the magic happen. It's plug and play, no coding necessary. And guess what, you guys? The best thing about it is that you get your very own mobile app with it. I looked into building an app and it was going to be over $100,000. You get your own right there. The platform is so affordable too. So instead of paying for individual platforms like your CRM system, which is going to host your email, your landing pages, which is going to capture your email, your website, which is going to be where all the magic happens, a community space, it's literally all in one. So it doesn't matter if you want to host courses, educational classes, have libraries in there for your team. This is absolutely the way to go. And I have a month free for you to check it out. So hop over to my website, thechrissychin.com/Kajabi, Kajabi, and you can check out a month for free. I cannot wait to see what you create. Please do me a favor. Send me a DM, send me an email once you've created something so I can see it and check it out. Can't wait for you to get started and scale your business like a badass boss. All right, let's get back to the podcast. So I have a variety of followers now outside of network marketing that have been eating up what I've been teaching on Instagram and here on the podcast and have had really, really great results. Because the reality is, when I said like, well, I want to teach all people how to build a business online, why did I come up with that? I was like, because the principles that I'm teaching can literally be applied to anyone building a personal brand and building a business online. But again, hello, Chrissy, listen to your own message. When you speak to everyone, you speak to no one. But now I have people that are also coming in that are outside my niche because, like I said, you attract people outside of your niche, even when you're speaking to a specific person. So I have someone who owns a brick and mortar, jujitsu academy. Shout out to BJJ Mama, who's been applying everything I've been teaching online and, in DMs and on this podcast. And she's loving it, using it to build her brand. Not in network marketing. I have a friend who's a personal trainer who wants to be sponsored by a concept like Spartan Race. And so she's getting really serious about growing her social following. Not a network marketer. An energy coach reached out to me recently. It was like, hey, do you coach people outside of network marketing? Yes. High performance coach wants help with his social media. So as you can see, like, again, I'm living proof that when you speak to a niche, or if you start too broad, you can always hone in and then you will still attract people outside. So don't be scared to niche down. Don't do what I did and be like super broad because you're like, I know, but I want to reach everyone. Niche down and then listen to what's going on. All right. Niche down and let the responses from your audience determine if where you are is where you need to be. If you need to niche down more, niche down more. If you need to, because if no one's resonating with what you're saying and no one's responding, you might need to niche down more, right? Or you might need to be finding the people that are who you actually want to speak to. If you need to go broader, go broader. If you need to tweak your niche because you are drawing out an audience that you didn't even think about, run with it. Tweak your message to resonate with those people. And it can take some time, but as long as you are aware and paying attention and working on it, you will get your niche. I totally believe in you. 100%. I'm your cheerleader over here. I believe in you. You can do it. Remember, if you speak to everyone, you speak to no one. Spend some time this week and decide on your ideal niche based on that niche journey that you did last week, or maybe you've gone back to do it, and then start really gearing your message on social to that person. Start speaking to them. Start sharing your story. And we're going to have another podcast coming up here soon on telling your story. Because again, like, I use my story to almost draw out a niche that I didn't even think about in the beginning. Thanks for listening or watching if you're on YouTube. I will see you next week. Until then, remember, if you speak to everyone, you speak to no one. Focus on your niche this week, and we'll see you next week.